So you heat this up. Now this is going to take a little bit of time. The thing is, when you're heating cream, you don't want it to boil. You want it to get right to where it's just starting. You can see a little bit of action on the top. It changes. So it's one of the things, you got a little bit of time at the beginning, but towards the end, do not leave it. And once it gets to that little stage, then you just pour it over your chocolate. So I'm going to have a drink of my tea while I'm waiting. So it's going to take a little bit of time. Alrighty, this cream is just about there. You can tell it's like smoking. There's a little bit of froth on top. What I like to do is just wait till I see the first little hints of a bubble, like a boiling. I don't want it to boil, but I want to make sure. And stir it a little bit, because sometimes it might be cool underneath and it'll look warm. But you want this as warm as you can get it without boiling it. And once it boils, it'll go whoosh. You don't want that. Okay. Alrighty. This reminds me when I was teaching bubble and squeak, and we were waiting for the thing to bubble and squeak, and it never did. It was just like a rogue batch of bubble and squeak, but that's another show. I'm thinking that is about there. I'm not seeing any bubbles, but there they are. Okay, but you don't want it to go any further than that. So I am going to take this hot cream, and you will see how easy this is. You just pour it over your chocolate. And then the heat from that cream is going to work the magic. And I'm going to just set this here. You let it sit for like 3 minutes. You can go a little longer. This is a little trick that I use when I do it. And I don't want to put this plastic on that burner. I do have a gas range. It's just not within this area. I put plastic, and that just maintains the heat. Another little trick, if you work with marble, never put it directly on the marble, because marble is this magic surface that will just cool anything down, and it'll cool it down too fast. You want to keep the heat in this. And then you just walk away and let it work its magic. So that's pretty much it. I did one last night. Now this guy is just going to melt away. So I'm going to set him back, and I'm going to show you. This is the ganache I made last night. And I just left it out. And it's a thicker consistency. And there's the different temperatures. It's like with tempering chocolate, you want to shine for some things. Like if you're doing a cake, you want the ganache with that nice little shiny bit. That's it. So if you work too much, like if you get to this point and you use a whisk, you'll get air in it, and that'll flatten the color. It won't have that nice glistening shine, and that's what you want. So this is a nice little bunch of ganache. Now, what we can do with it is just like, there is just no limit to what you can do. Anyway, I'm just gonna ganache this little chocolate cupcake, and just want a nice big dollop of that on top. And then you can decorate it any way you want. It's kind of a nice classic pairing to have just put a raspberry on top. Boom, and done. And there's one use. The chocolate ganache cupcake. They're super popular now. You'd be a big hit with that. You could do the same thing with the cherry. If you have chocolate cake, you could do just some pie cherries. Get some bright colored ones. This is just from a tin, but it is the best tinned cherry you'd ever get, and it's a beautiful flavor. So shop around, get some that are local, get some beautiful color, and if you need to tweak the flavor, you can do it. But it's nice to have a bright red color. So you could put that in the center and then put chocolate ganache with it in different layers, and just put you have like a Black Forest cake. Hello, that's better than that.